According to the INNACHI Home Inspection Standards of Practice, the home inspector shall inspect a representative number of doors and windows by opening and closing them, the floors, walls, and ceilings, stairs, steps, landings, stairways, and ramps, railings, guards, and handrails, garage vehicle doors, and the operation of garage vehicle door openers using the normal operating controls. The inspector shall describe a garage vehicle door as manually operated or installed with a garage door opener. The inspector shall report as in need of correction, and proper spacing between intermediate balusters, spindles, and rails for steps, stairways, guards, and railings, photoelectric safety sensors that didn't operate properly, and any window that was obviously fogged or displayed with other evidence of broken seals.
Okay, now we're going to be moving on to section 3.10, which is the garage. Before we move into the garage, I want to check the entry door into the garage. First thing I noticed, it's a steel door. I'm going to be checking my weather stripping around the door, top and sides. This all looks to be in pretty good shape. And now I'm going to look to see if I have any self-closing hinges on here. I have one at the top, one at the bottom. And now I'm going to put it to the test and see if it does close on its own. Well, it didn't have enough tension on it to actually latch the door, but it did close. And now I'm going to look across the end of the door here. I see that the tag that would actually tell us if this is a fire-rated door has been painted over. So I'm going to note that in my report, although I do think that it's probably a fire-rated door. I can't verify it. And I'm going to check the lock set, make sure it works. And it does. It's a little, the back set's a little sticky, but I think a little bit of lubrication could probably fix that. And check our strike plate. Everything looks good there and tight. So now we're going to move on into the garage. And the first thing that I'm going to do is check the garage door. The one thing that I want to do is get an overall picture of it from the inside. And I usually like to walk out here. And I'm going to start looking to see if the door is square in the opening. So I'm just looking in comparison across the top to see if I have any irregularities in if it might be racked inside the rail. Now I'm going to look across the bottom, see if I have any gaps down here, and I do over here to the right. So we potentially may need a new door seal at the bottom. Get a photo of that. We got some daylight coming in. Okay, the next step, check my hardware, railings, see how secure they are. I'm looking for any kind of loose fasteners, anything like this that might be in the hardware section. Check my tension spring, make sure it's not broken. Everything looks pretty secure there. I think we're ready to test the door. The first thing I noticed when I opened the door is I do have a gap down here in my door seal on the bottom. There's a whole piece missing here. I'm going to get a picture of that. And this door seal looks to be in pretty poor condition. So I'm probably going to recommend a new door seal. Now that I have the door up, I'm going to go through here and check my rollers on the guide rail. I want to make sure that everything's intact, that we don't have any excessive wear. We check this side. Everything looks pretty good. There might be some wear in these, but it's still pretty functional. Now I'm going to go ahead and check the reverse safety. I'm just going to step into the beam here. Got a good smooth operation. It's giving us our warning. Now I'm going to look up here at the door opener, make sure that we're plugged into a receptacle by itself. We don't want to see any extension cords strung across the ceiling to power up the garage door opener. This is a chain drive type opener. Everything looks pretty good here. And the door is very quiet. That I did notice when we operated it, it was very quiet. We'll operate it one more time. The next thing I'm going to check after the garage door, once I'm in the garage here, is I'm going to look at the floor. I'm going to take an overall picture of the floor. This is a painted floor. I can see that it looks to be in pretty good shape. I don't see abnormal cracking. However, I do see that this back section of the floor has got a little bit of heaving, and I'm seeing probably about 3/4 of an inch where all these corner pieces intersect right here. Now, somebody has spent some time filling all these cracks in the expansion joints, but I'm going to go ahead and note this movement that I see in this floor section. It looks a little low back there in that corner as well. I'll probably put that in there. One of the things that can happen here with the low section in the front portion of the garage is any ice melting off of your car can actually get trapped in a corner, and there's no place for it to go. Other than that, it's looks pretty good. So that concludes our garage inspection. Thanks for watching our home inspection video course. I'm Ray Klein.
And I'm Lon Henderson. Thanks for watching.